Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra, Cavs pregame report. Cavs tonight take on the New York Knicks in an Eastern Conference battle. The Cavs, have played very well since the end of December, 26 or 22 and 6, since December 25th. Of course, the good play all began, a couple games after they lost to the Knicks on Christmas Day. The Cavs enter the game 7 games behind the Knicks in the Eastern Conference. No, not 7 games behind the Knicks. I'm sorry, 7 games behind the Pistons in the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are 1 game behind the Knicks. Of course, the Knicks have won the first 2 games of the season series, both in New York. Now the Cavs have 2 games against them here in Cleveland. But, people want to complain about the Cavs losing to the Thunder again on, on Sunday. They were down 28-5. They came back to tie the game 74-74 midway through the third quarter. Weren't able to finish the comeback, losing 121-113. I saw a lot of positives in this game. I know the sky is falling. People want to say, oh, they can't beat good teams. Well, that's untrue, because the San Antonio Spurs, who are 41-16, and the second seed in the West, the Cavs are 2-0 against. The third seed in the West is the Denver Nuggets, I believe. Yeah. Or no, they're the 4th seed. The Cavs are 2-0 against them. So the second seed and the 4th seed, the Cavs are 4-0 against. First seed and third seed in the West, they're 0-4 against. So it doesn't look like they can't beat any good teams. Looks like they can beat some good teams, and other good teams they struggle with. And that is what happens in sports. So, but Cleveland fans want to have the sky is falling mentality instantly when the Cavs lose 1 game after winning. I believe what it was is 13 of 14. Like, are you even kidding me, people? Come on. Slow down. They got up to a terrible start on Sunday. 10 turnovers in the first 6 minutes. It was awful. It was awful. They played a pretty good game the rest of the way. They outplayed the Thunder the rest of the way. So I think that we need to stop getting worked up over 1 game. 1 game, really 6 terrible minutes. The rest of the game they played pretty well. So, just hold on. Tonight they played. Yes, they're 0-2 against the Knicks. They played them in New York. It's interesting. You look at their record, but they are only 14-13 on the road. And let me tell you something. That is not by coincidence. Everybody who has eyes and has watched the NBA in the past 50 years, as I have, can tell you the Knicks get the calls at home. If it's a close game against New York at home, you're going to lose because they're going to get the calls or the non-calls. That's how it is. It's how it's always been. You talk to former players, former coaches, they're all going to tell you the same thing. Everybody knows it. New York and Boston get the calls at home. They always have. They always will. I was watching the game the other night when the Knicks were playing. They definitely should have lost a challenge, but they didn't lose it. Of course they didn't. They were at home. This is how it is. Let's see how it is tonight when a more physical Cavs team plays the Knicks. I think there's going to be a whole different story tonight. Hey, Fisher, how are you? But I do. I think it's going to be a whole different story tonight. And I really think that the Cavs can come out of this game with a win. You know, they have 2 more games against the Knicks, both here in Cleveland, and I think they're going to win them both. So I just think the Knicks are a different team on the road because they don't get the calls. They don't get that Madison Square Garden call. Everybody knows it. I'm not just whining and complaining here. I'm just telling it like it is. Because ESPN, the big networks are never going to say this. They're never going to say it, that the Knicks get the calls at home. But we all know they do. It's 100% the way the NBA has been as long as I can remember. And they still only have 2 championships as one of the original organizations. They are not a historic franchise. The only thing the Knicks are historic in is they were one of the founding teams. That's it. They are not a great franchise. But that's my, rant about the Knicks. But I think the Cavs will win tonight. And I also think that, the injuries, there's not a lot of injuries now for either team. I mean, Max Strus is still out for the Cavs, obviously, with the left foot surgery. Tristan and Aruna and Riley Minix are G League assignments, and that's nothing that moves the needle at all. But Miles McBride is still out for the Knicks with core muscle surgery. So these are 2 pretty healthy teams tonight, and we're going to see, are the Cavs the top team in the East? I think they are, because they've added physical guys. So, and I think the Cavs guards can finally match up with the Knicks guards. Jalen Brunson's not going to bully James Harden or Schroeder. He's not going to do it. So I think the Knicks are in for a rude awakening tonight. I truly believe that. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong. So, that's really it for this pregame. I think we'll be back after the game to talk about whatever happens, win or lose. And I hope everybody enjoys the game tonight, and go Cavs.